Hello. Hello. My name is Dr. Terry Alford. I'm known as the Women's Wealth Strategist, and I specialize in helping business owners attract abundance and retire wealthy. And on today, we are going to speak about how to calculate how much guaranteed income do you actually need. How much guaranteed income do you actually need? Now, if you're watching this live, let me know. Put a comment in the comment section or give me a thumbs up, like this video. If you are watching the replay, please type hashtag replay so I know that you caught it. All right. So if this is good, say this is good in the comment section. Now, the reason that we're speaking about this on today is because many people are starting to become a little bit more stressed out about retirement planning, and they do not understand how much money they actually need, how much guaranteed income they actually need. I've spoken with people who have quite a bit of money and people who don't have as much money as they want. And one common theme is that people fear that they're going to run out of money. So if you have spent years just blindly saving, it is time for you to flip the script. Most planners will tell you that in order to have great pre-retirement income, you want to replace 80% of your pre-retirement income, but that's an outdated rule. So I want you to look at the actual math that's going to help you sleep better at night so that you know what that number is for you to not run out of money and still have the same quality of life that you have now. Sounds good? Okay, good, great. All right, so the first step to defining your income goal is the two bucket method. Well, two bucket, two bucket method. Okay, two buckets. You got two buckets. You got your essentials, everything that's mandatory, that's a non-negotiable, and then you have your discretionary income. Your essentials are your must-pay day-to-day survival costs. We're talking about your housing, your utilities, your food, your basic transportation, and healthcare. And then the second bucket is where you use your lifestyle money, your fun money. That's where you put your lifestyle expenses in. You're traveling, you're dining out, your hobbies, your gifts, your things that are not mandatory, but things that contribute to your quality of life. So here's the golden rule. Your guaranteed income should only cover bucket one. You don't necessarily need a guarantee for your golf and your vacations and your new cars, your multiple cars. Okay. You can let your other investments fund your fund, but your guaranteed income should come from what it takes in order for you to survive. In other words, whatever it is that you need in order to live off of is what you need to protect. That's your guaranteed income. Okay. That your guaranteed income is what you want to protect from stock market losses. Okay. Your guaranteed income is what you need to have in bucket one. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is subtract your guarantees. Okay. So let's do some quick math. Okay. So let's say that your monthly expenses are $5,000. Your bucket, right? Let's say it's $5,000. And now that guaranteed income, well, what is your guaranteed income that you already have? Well, you'll look at, okay, well, you have Social Security coming in and then you have pension income. Let's say your Social Security and your pension is equal to $3,500 a month. Well, we'll subtract your essentials minus your guarantee, which will be 1,500. 5,000 minus 3,500 will be 1,500. So you have a $1,500 monthly gap. This is exactly how much additional guaranteed income you need to figure out. So if you have a gap, I want to help you narrow that gap. If you don't decide to work with me, find somebody that can help you narrow that gap. Now, I know many of you make much more than $5,000. So let me give you another set of numbers that may be more applicable to you or your spouse at this time. Maybe your parents if you are a millennial such as I. So let's say your income is 10,000, right? 10,000 is what you'll have with your Social Security and your pension. 10,000 a month. Well, if you need, no, let's say, let me back up. let's say it's 7,000. Yeah, let's say your social security and your pension is 7,000, but you need 10,000 in order to have the same quality of life you have now. You need to have $120,000 a year in retirement income coming in. That's why you hear me say it is imperative that you build six-figure retirement streams and not just six-figure retirement dreams. It used to be very advantageous for people to say, oh, I want to have a six-figure business. I want a six-figure salary. Like that was the thing a few years ago. But now you really want to look at having six figures of retirement streams coming in. And you got to know where that money is coming from. Is it coming from your guaranteed accounts, your guaranteed money accounts, or is it coming from your fund accounts? Where's the money coming from? Okay, so you want to know what is that monthly gap, and you want to find products that are going to help you narrow and eliminate that monthly gap. That's part of what we talk about during your Retire Wealthy consultation. If you have not had a complimentary Retire Wealthy consultation, I highly advise you to schedule one. It costs you $0.00 to see where you are, where you need to be, and see what are some products and services that may help you narrow or eliminate that gap. Okay. Then we got to worry about, well, not worry about, we got to focus on, because we're not going to worry. We don't worry over here. Okay. Then we have to focus on how do we, again, narrow that gap or eliminate the gap completely? How do we fill that gap? So in the first example, if you have a gap of needing an extra $1,500 per month, where can you get that money from? You need guaranteed $1,500 per month or $1,500 a month coming in safely. You got a few options. You can build a bond ladder, and you can buy a laddered portfolio of treasury bonds or CDs, which you can research on Treasury Direct. Or you can consider an annuity. Y'all have been seeing me speak more about these annuities. Now, if you are worried about outliving your money, a fixed indexed or immediate annuity with a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit can provide that continuous paycheck. As a matter of fact, many of the companies that I work with to offer the annuities have additional funds that they will add to your account the moment the accounts are funded. And that extra money is considered a bonus or an enhancement. And that can give you even more money when you get ready to retire and start receiving income. Again, the goal is six-figure retirement streams, not just six-figure retirement dreams. Like, we want to make sure that when we retire, we can have the same quality of life or better. Okay? Or better. As a matter of fact, I'm going on vacation next week. I'm going to tell more on next week. I'm so excited about it, but I'm going on vacation, and I know I'm going to be with a lot of retirees. I am going to a dream place, a dream island, a place with some of the best beaches in the world. And you know what? You don't have to say, well, I used to want to go, or this was a dream, but it's not a dream. No, you can keep your dreams, your dreams. You can still achieve what is on your vision board. You can still go where you want to go. You just got to plan for it. Okay? You just got to plan for it. According to Morningstar research, retirees who know exactly what their fixed cost floor is are significantly higher have a significantly higher satisfaction when they retire, and they have less stress. You know what takes a lot of people out? It's not necessarily the diagnosis, it's not the health, it's the stress that causes their health to decline. Many people will be here longer or have a greater quality of life if they were not so worried and stressed about money, worried and stressed about finances. I love going to places and see people who are twice as old as I am, sometimes almost three times my senior, living their best life. And one of the ways that they are able to live their best life is because they plan for it. They plan for it. Now, I know we can't predict a lot of illnesses. We can't predict a lot of sicknesses, but there are some that are definitely tied to stress. And stress, quite often, is tied to money or the lack thereof, or fear of not having enough money. So you do not need your entire retirement to be guaranteed, but you do need to have the amount that you cannot afford to lose protected. And you need to know, no matter what happens in the market, outside the market, in the White House, outside the White House, no matter what happens, this is a guaranteed amount that you are going to have to live comfortably, to pay your mandatory bills. Your mandatory bills. And I will say, if you want to see how to calculate your specific number, so you can know exactly what you will need to withdraw, and you need some help crunching these numbers, I want you to just type the word calculator in the comment section. Type the word calculator. My team and I, we're going to reach out and we're going to give you a couple of calculators. And if you want support, we'll help you walk through those calculators so you know exactly what is that number. What is your magic number? Because we don't want you to put all your eggs in one basket. And we don't want you to plan for fun. You should plan for fun, but you should also plan for your guaranteed lifetime income. If you need $12,000 a month to come in to live comfortably, that's how you should be planning. You should be planning to have $12,000 a month. If your pension is not going to pay you $12,000 a month, if your Social Security is not going to be there, or if it's not going to pay you $12,000 a month, there's a gap, and we need to narrow or eradicate that gap completely. And again, that's what one of the Retire Wealthy consultations will do for you. It will teach you some ways for you to eliminate that gap. Last but not least, I would like to wrap it up with this. I am going to do a Retire Wealthy webinar on July 22nd, and I want you to be on this webinar if you know for a fact that you are in a time and you are in a season where you need to know more about the annuities, retirement planning, what you have available to you and what you don't. Or even it may be your parents. Because again, I'm a millennial, so I'm not a baby boomer, but my parents are baby boomers or becoming baby boomers. And so if you want to know more information about this, you can become a part, or you can hop on the Retire Wealthy webinar. So if you're interested in the webinar, just type webinar in the comment section. If you're like, skip all that webinar, I need to talk to you one-on-one, you can contact me at my team at 903-224-6151. As I have mentioned in the time of this video, at the recording of this video in July, I am going to go on vacation. However, I do have some people who will be answering that call, that number, if you happen to reach out to me while I am out of the country. So stay tuned to learn where I'm going. And if you are already a supporter, a client, a follower of TNA Financial Group, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your referrals. Please continue to send them our way, and we will continue to work to make sure you are proud to continue to do business with us. All right. So again, if you found this to be educational, motivational, or inspirational, type that word in the comment section. And if you're watching the replay, type #replay. I can see some of you are watching live, but I can't see who you are. So thank you for watching live. I will shout you out once you say who you are in the comment section. And I hope you all have an amazing and an abundant week. Adios.